So what do you need to know about a business broker if you want to engage their services to help sell your business? Hi, my name's Bruno Brandon and I help people exit out of their businesses. So quickly, I'm going to give you some information to look for and also to look out for when you're looking for a business broker. Now, the first thing is, do you actually need a business broker? Because you may be competent enough and the value of your business might be fairly low, where the fee of engaging a business broker is just not worthwhile. Or you could potentially look at a hybrid type service where you have business brokering advice or sales advice for your business and also an advertising medium, which is combined into one entity. There are those services out there. But definitely there is an opportunity or room for the professional and good services of a business broker to help sell your business. But the key being professional and good, and how do you actually find that particular person? So before I go into what to actually look out for or look for in a business broker, let me tell you what happens on a regular basis. And that is that the owner of the business might know a business broker, or might know somebody that knows a business broker, or reaches out to their accountant or their real estate looking for a referral, or indeed make a few phone calls. And generally during that interview process, they don't really know what to actually ask or dig deep in regard to getting the best match, because they haven't done it previously or they haven't done it for a long time. And the business broker, well, a lot of business brokers basically are after listings, because they know that if they have 50 listings, then they'll sell 1 to 2 a month and make a good living out of there. It's not a good recipe to get you the best fit, so be careful of that. On the flip chart, I've got some things that are not questions to be asking business brokers, or indeed things that you would actually bring up to a business broker, but themes for you to watch out for when you're actually making a decision about getting a business broker. And they include things like any professional should challenge you on certain things. They should not agree with you all the time, and they need to give you examples of what they're challenging and the reason why. And it should make sense to you. Also, their communication obviously should be superior and definitely a fast follow-up. I find that is one of the biggest challenges in this industry. And another thing which I like to do is resource up the client. So giving the client as much information and resources for them to be educating up and able to make intelligent decisions. Number one thing to look out for is a business broker that is in your industry, preferably. And if they're not in your industry, which could be the case, then definitely that sector. Now, an example of that might be here in Australia, let's say that you are a metal manufacturing business. Now, the chances of finding a business broker that only specialises in metal manufacturing is quite small. Bear in mind, we are in Australia, where there's not a huge amount of manufacturing. But I would be looking for a business broker that is in the manufacturing business, and that's who I would be wanting to partner with. Also, size is important. If your business is looking at selling for $750,000, then you don't want to be talking to or engaging the services of a business broker that's majority of their sales around the $150,000 mark. Nor do you want to be engaging the business broker where their sales are around about 5 million, 10 million, and so on. Ideally, you want to be fitting around the area that you're actually size of the business that you're selling. So something to watch out for is that this industry suffers similar to the real estate industry, in that there are a lot of individuals that are poor customer service, poor communicators, and lack follow-up. And one of the reasons for that is someone may be technically proficient, but lack the communication skills to communicate that. And you do want them to be technically proficient, but you know, as a employer, it's hard to get everything that you want in one employee. So I have actually a three-step system to alleviate that, not get rid of it, but certainly help. And I'll give you one of those points. And what I like to do is I like to engage the services of two brokers, or at least a primary and a secondary, or a backup person, so that if you do have someone that is this very technical person, then you have somebody that actually can communicate on their behalf, or at least follow up and make sure things that are communicated effectively. But also, if you get to the pointy end of the deal where communication is time critical and one person falls over for whatever reason, is incapacitated or has a family issue or is sick, you've got a backup so that that deal can just keep going along. Another thing to look out for is that the business broker you're dealing with is not operating as a silo, as they're just got themselves. Now, it's not an absolute, but it is an ideal that your business broker has a network of other business brokers. So there's not just one set of eyes looking at your business, but a whole bunch of business brokers that potentially may have buyers themselves that they can throw towards your business broker. Now, a lot of companies will say that they don't operate as a silo and they have other networks, but I've found that there is a significant amount of business brokers out there that just operate very, very isolated. So watch out for that. Something else to watch out for is a business broker, or any professional for that matter, that values your business too high, because they're just trying to win your listing. They're not serving you, they're actually serving themselves. Now, this happens a lot more in the UK and USA because they have a different business broking fee structure than we do here in Australia, but I have seen it happen here too. In fact, recently, one of my clients that I'm dealing with, their business was valued 3 times what it was, purely to get some transactional services out of them from another company. Now, we'll post in the notes or the content below, there's an excellent video that explains this a lot better than I do. So that'll be in the notes below. Also, make sure that you have a look at the agency agreement between you, the business owner, and the business broker that you're dealing with. And specifically look at the clause, the renewal clause, or how long they have exclusivity for. Now, the majority, and it should be around about 6 months, you should give the business broker that you decide to go with an exclusive time to actually endeavour to sell your business. And an appropriate amount of time would be around about 6 months. Be aware of this clause because sometimes the renewal clause might click over and then there'll be another 6 months. Ideally, what I prefer to do is give someone exclusivity for 6 months and then on a month-by-month basis. Be aware of that. And in wrapping up, I'd just like to tell you that there is a lot of mudguards out there in the business brokering, and for that matter, every organisation. And mudguards, I mean that they're shiny on top and shit underneath. So you get a lot of organisations and people that look great, smell great, have great beautiful brochures and literature and everything's slick about them, but the substance is pretty poor. The key thing that you're looking for when you're making a choice and when you're dealing with them is that there's substance and follow-up and professionalism, and they're just great at all areas of their job. And then you should be able to have a good result from your business broker. I hope that helps. Thank you very much. So as you can see, I've left my office and I've headed up to this beautiful little place called Lake Macquarie. It's about an hour and a half drive north of Sydney. It's like a touristy / holiday area. The sort of place that reminds me of why we actually work so hard in in our businesses to give us this reward of maybe living in an area like this, or the very least holidaying in it. So, I mean, the reason why I do these videos is to help you, when you do leave your business, you actually exit well. This particular video, we talked about business brokers and the best way to actually, or what to look out for in a business broker. And if you do need any assistance with that, I have an extensive network of specialist business brokers that I can put you in contact with. Okay, thanks and enjoy.